in my selling of excess stuff, I thought I had a mammoth tusk, and I did. So I could just give that to Isolde.
I ain't done nothing. Divine smile on you, friend. There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is.
Once I've made enough money trading...
Thank you. This should turn that old cat's gaze. Maybe I'll be able to become a caravaneer myself one day. As promised, let me show you a thing or two about bargaining. Don't want some shifty merchant giving you a raw trade.
Farewell.
So close. And it only makes the skills that I don't use stand out more. Now what? Now I go back to where I was. I don't know if there's anyone else there to talk to. So now go there. Let's go this way first. I know there's some stuff that doesn't involve Ulfric at all. That she could actually do there, but there's still that. Oh, of course it is.
I had another run-in with the Thieves' Guild.
Be careful, Mio. The Thieves Guild has Maven Blackbriar at her back. One snap of her fingers and you could end up in Riften jail. Or worse.
They represent the reason I'm here. I can't just ignore them, Eren. You're a stranger here too,
I
huh?
just don't want you to leave. You're the only good thing that's happened to this city in a long time.
To call it a guild is ridiculous. How can people who would betray one another over a gold coin be considered part of an association? They're the worst kind. Even the Dark Brotherhood abides by a strict set of rules and tradition. These thieves are just rabble. What do you think?
Yeah.
You know, I'm beginning to respect you. Other than Eren, you seem to be the only other person I've met I might be able to trust. Since we share the same opinion of them, let me warn you that they're recruiting others to join their guild, and you should be cautious. Maven Blackbriar, the matriarch of the family, represents everything that's wrong with this city. She's bribed countless officials, has friends back in the Imperial City, and freely associates with the Thieves' Guild. I've tried everything I can to protect Riften's citizens from her family, but to no avail. Well, there is Ingun Blackbriar, Maven's daughter. Strange girl. She likes to spend time down in Elgrim's elixirs working on her alchemy. Then you have Hemming, Maven's son, spoiled brat and heir to her empire. He follows her word like a loyal dog follows its master. And finally, Sibi, the worst of all of them. He's in Riften jail for murder.
Clearly.
I've been adventuring across Tamriel since I was a fresh-faced young woman barely able to swing a blade. My travels have taken me from High Rock to Valenwood, Elsewhere to Morrowind, and all points in between. Many years ago I lost my blade, Grimsever, within a Dwemer ruin.
I
I
found
took it
that.
as a sign that I was wasting my days in search of wealth. You and I are alike. We seek challenge and great fortune. But for me, that's where the similarities end. You see, Riften is my great beast to be slain, and my fortune comes from gratitude and trust. It's been difficult. I've taken the burdens of this city's problems upon myself, and I keep running into impossible obstacles. Corruption, lies and deceit are the order of the day here. If it wasn't for Eren, the young man who saved my life, I think I'd already have given up long ago. It was Eren who found me dying outside of a Dwemer ruin. If he hadn't brought me here and nursed me back to health, I would have died. When my strength returned and he told me about the problems plaguing Riften, I decided fate brought me here for a reason, so I stayed. It was lost years ago in a Dwemer ruin. Without it, I feel almost as defenseless as a newborn. I don't think I'll ever be able to find a replacement.
I kind of found it by accident.
I couldn't ask you to undertake such a treacherous journey. It would be a fool's errand.
Hey,
But I see that spark in your eye, and I know better than to warn you away.
Spark.
Grimsever rests within the Dwemer ruin of Misinchalift.
Oh, I know.
Tread carefully, friend. Those same ruins almost took my life.
You were doing it wrong?
I was adventuring in the depths of the ruins when I was attacked by a massive construct, like nothing I had ever seen. When the Colossus struck, Grimsever was knocked from my grasp, and I was wounded badly. It was only through blind luck that I was able to crawl away from the Dwemer abomination and make my way to the surface. I must have collapsed, because the next thing I remember is Eren standing over me, tending to my wounds.
That's the downside of bothering to be in melee with it. I don't let them get close enough to hit me.
Astonishing! To think you actually were able to reach it, and yet return to tell the tale? Rarely in my travels have I encountered those who possess skills equal to your own.
That's not a lie.
I see I still have much to learn. If you'd permit me, I'd be honored to accompany you in your travels for a time.
How about Riften needs you more?
I see I still have much to learn. Lead on.
No?
I've never seen Miol this upset about anything. The city really gets to her.
Well, I can't fault her for that. It is a sleazy place. Different from the issues in Markarth, but it doesn't make them non-existent. Yeah, I'm not waking people up for this.
Huh? What do you want? Yes. Hofgrir took me in when I arrived in Riften about a year ago. He's been teaching me everything he knows. Horses are my whole life. Back in Hammerfell, I helped my family raise horses at our farm. I hope to open my own stables one day, but I think it's going to take a lot longer than I expected. I owe a great deal of money to someone, and I think they cheated me. I don't know what to do. I was able to work out a deal with the stables in Whiterun to sell me some of their tack and harnesses. I borrowed some gold from Sapphire to pay for the shipment, but it got robbed before it even arrived. Now Sapphire wants her money back, and if I don't pay her, I think she's going to kill me.
Well, I can, dislodge the truth from
You will? Oh,
Sapphire.
thank you. Be careful with Fire. She mixes with all sorts of nasty people.
Yeah, and I'm not afraid of them.
People of Riften, heed my words. The return of the dragons is not mere coincidence. This is one of the signs that Lady Mara is displeased with your constant inebriation. Put down your flagons filled with your vile liquids, and embrace the teachings of the Handmaiden of Kine.
No, Maramo. We talked about this. Calen?
Kirava, certainly we can come to some sort of an understanding. These people must be made aware of the chaos they've sown.
Enough, Maramo. We've all heard of the dragons and their return. There's no need to use them as an excuse to harass our customers.
Very well, Talon. I'll remove myself from this den of iniquity.
We're not kicking you out. Just keep the sermons at the temple and let us all sin in peace.
Looking for work? I need someone to deliver a message to Sibby Blackbriar.
Ugh.
Yeah? What's your problem? I knew that stupid kid would try and find a way to weasel out of his debt. Look, this is really simple. I lent him some gold, he promised to pay me back, and now he says he's broke. End of story.
No, it's not.
All right, all right. I guess I made enough from his shipment. No need to waste any more time threatening a stable hand. Tell Shadra he doesn't owe me anything.
I hope we bump into each other again.
I don't. Right, stables. Of course.
There's nothing like fishing on Lake Onrek. You should try it sometime. Only the best in all of Riften. I own Riften Fishery. Started out with a single fishing pole and now I have an entire building and 2 boats to my name. Not bad for a middle-aged Nord, eh? Too bad I haven't had the same success helping this city shed its poverty. Nivenor thinks I'm wasting my time trying, but I disagree.
Well, it's more complicated because of the guild.
I sell my catch across a good portion of Skyrim. It's worth its weight in gold to me. The only untapped market left is Markarth. However, I just got word that Klepper at the Silver Blood Inn might be interested. If you're headed that way, I would appreciate you delivering a purchase agreement for me. You'd be paid, of course.
Speaking of problematic places...
Good.
I'll get
will
over
pay
there
you as soon as you arrive
eventually.
with the letter. Here you are. Yes, I suppose someone has to be around here. Have you seen the condition of this sorry excuse for a city? Beggars
Yeah.
roam the streets, crime runs rampant, and the threat of war's driving away business. The paltry amount of coin that I place in the charity box at the temple is the least I can do to help. Nivenor is my wife. How I was ever able to meet such a gorgeous creature is one of life's mysteries. We're at odds about my charity. She thinks the people in this town have become lazy and expecting a handout. I tried to include her in my lessons from Maramal over at the Temple of Mara, but she prefers to shop instead. Different strokes, eh? Remember to give at the temple.
There might still be other people awake in here that I want to talk to. 'Cause I'm fairly certain I don't want to know what's up with you. No.
My skill in battle is unmatched.
No.
Fortunately for you, that skill can be bought.
If you've got the coin, you're welcome here. Otherwise, hit the road.
Riften's biggest exports used to be fishing and honey until the Blackbriar family moved in. Now the meadery is the biggest game in town. The Thieves Guild has been pushing hard to regain a foothold in this city. Rumor has it they're falling apart from the inside. Sibby Blackbriar is furious that his ex-lover tried to murder him. He's leaving no stone unturned searching for her. The city guard has been tearing Riften apart, looking for the source of our skooma problem. I'd hate to be in their shoes if they get discovered.
Some of those are actually quests, or
Come back and see us again.
miscellaneous or otherwise. Just doesn't actually give them to me.
I think I will look into the trouble here a bit more next time.